Okay, grade 8. So by now, you do know what an electric circuit is. And you do know what current electricity moves about. But right now, I want you to look at the different types of components of electric circuits. I also want you to look at their function. I want you to listen to their function. So I'll play you a video using my laptop. Okay, obviously I can display on the projector screen so that you can look at these components. Remember, when watching this video, you will notice the physical the physical components as how does it looks like. For instance, remember when we discussed about the light bulb. Remember when I brought the light bulb, the physical component of the light bulb. Here you'll have a look at those components and their symbols as well as their functions. And then after this, we'll have to go about completing a class activity. So I'll play you a video right now.
This video, we are looking at an electrical circuit. We are going to look at the basic components, starting with an appliance. An appliance could be any other electrical device, but in this case, we're using a light bulb, which is labeled in black. The symbol of a light bulb is that in green on the right hand. Then an electrical circuit also needs a power source, and in this case we are using a battery, but we have many other power sources, not only batteries. And the symbol of a battery is that one on the right. An electrical circuit can also have a switch, but not always a must. So the switch is that one in the picture. The symbol is that on the right. An electrical circuit also needs wiring, or it needs electrical wires, and wires are represented as lines. As you can see there, they're black and red wires. I'm using black to show the negative side and red to show the positive side. As you realize from our previous lesson about electrical force, the positive will always be depicted as red in my videos, and black will be depicted as negative. When an electrical circuit is switched on, you see that our switch is changing as we switch on and off. So that is an off switch on our right hand side, and that is the on switch. So you see that the animation is changing on, off, on, off. Okay, so let's move on. When we switch on, we have electrons will be attracted from the negative side to the positive side of a battery. And when they go through the appliance, as you can see, the appliance will give us light. Continuing to our electrical circuit symbols in detail, so we have the circuit there, that is a circuit picture, and we have the circuit diagram showing symbols, and the symbols are the ones in green. As you can see, each one matches the position of its picture on the left. So starting with our batteries, the symbol of a battery is that is for one battery, or we could have many batteries, and in that case those are 3 batteries. A battery is the energy source of an electrical circuit. So let's move on to the next one. In our circuit we had a light bulb as an example of an appliance, and there the symbol of a bulb is that one, as you can see in red, or it could be that. So depending on where you find it, just know that these 2 symbols stand for a light bulb in a circuit diagram. So a light bulb, or a bulb, changes electrical energy to light energy in an electrical circuit. So let's move on to the next. We have electrical wire. Electrical wire, the symbol is just a line, and in our previous circuit diagram I depicted the electrical wires in colors of black and red, black being negative and red being positive. So the electrical wire connects all the components of an electrical circuit. So we saw the other components like the switch, the light bulb, and the power source, which was a battery. We connect all of them using the electrical wire. Let's continue to the next one. So sometimes, or not always, you're going to have a switch in your circuit. The symbol of a switch is that one. It's like a broken line depicting a switch in an off state, or depicting a switch that is off. And then, or it could be a closed switch, which is a connected line, which is not broken, like the one on the left. So that is a switch which is in the on state. So the switch controls a circuit. Closing the switch gives a closed circuit, and opening the switch gives an open circuit. A closed circuit is a circuit which is operating, which is on. An open circuit is a circuit which is off. It is switched off. Okay, so let's continue to the other components. In some circuits, you're going to have a motor instead of a light bulb, and the symbol of a motor looks like that with an M in the middle. And what the motor does is it changes electrical energy to mechanical energy in an electrical circuit. But these are the common ones when we introduce electricity to young learners. So we have a buzzer, which buzzer could also be a speaker. So the symbol of a buzzer looks like that. And what the buzzer does is changing electric.
Okay, grade 8. Now that we have watched the video, which shows the different types of components and their function, I want to ask someone, what is the function, or which component is the source of energy in a circuit? Anyone? Okay, yes? Right, exactly. So now, the other question that I will ask, what is the function of wires in a circuit? What is the function of wires in a circuit? Anyone can answer that. It's a simple thing that to do. Okay, now I will draw, I have a display of the two types of switches. So you have seen the switches in our video, right? There's a switch here on my left hand side, there's a switch here on the right hand side. So I want you now to tell me which switch between these two is an open switch, between the left and the right. Which switch is an open switch? Or should I start with the closed switch? Exactly. The left switch is a closed switch. So what about the switch on the right? It's an open switch. Right. So the difference between these two switches is that in a closed switch, current is able to pass through the circuit. However, in an open circuit, in an open switch causes or results to an open circuit, causing stopping the flow of current. So the current will no longer flow due to what? Due to the switch being open. As you can see, this line over here, this line, the current will move in this direction, but when it goes to the top over here, it will be unable to what? It will be unable to move to the other side, to jump to the other side, to complete the current, the circuit. So the current will no longer be complete, it will be an open circuit. As you can see on our left over here, we have what? We have a closed current. So the current is able to move from one point to the next. So those are the components of electrical circuits. So right now I want you to do a short activity, writing different types of five components of electricity, as well as you will mention their function, and also draw and you will also draw a symbol next to each component. But before we can do this class activity, what I would like you to do right now, I will move to the summary of what we have studied thus far, so that you can grasp the important points, and then you can move on to do the activities, because after the class activity there will be a home activity. Thank you.